Hi, I'm Charles Brigley, Gemologist. I've worked in the city for 36 years, had several jewelry stores and whatnot. I do appraisals for many firms and whatnot, estates, etc. I'm the oldest standing gemologist in the city. What came across my desk the other day was an anomaly. I haven't seen it since I was going to school in the G.I.A. 36 years ago. I'm just going to go through this in point form, which I've written down. Items like this are held in private collections, and they never see the light of day. They're very rare, and it's something you see once in a lifetime, which I'm looking at today. They're amazing. They're South Seas pearls. It's the baby pearl of a South Seas mollusk, but that being so, they're consistent. They've got great luster. They're matched fairly well. They've got a few blemishes and what on them, but I mean, to be what they are, you have no idea. A culture pearl is a pearl which has been nucleated by man. A bead has been inserted into the pearl. I have a picture here of that. That's a bead inside of a pearl, and then the nacre is allowed to grow around it, normally for a period of 3 years, but sometimes 2 years if the vendor is cheap or trying to get ahead and whatnot. This is a picture off the internet of a natural strand. The only thing you can see is the drill hole. There's no bead, there's no thing inside of it. It's just consistent throughout. In my dossier and in my report, which is available online in the pictures and available for people to look at who come to the auction, which I recommend highly, we have the same thing. This was done by a qualified X-ray technician in the city here with many years experience. All of this comes along with the pearl strand, the documentation, the authenticity, everything. What's hard to explain to somebody is that it takes 1 in 14,000 pearls to produce a natural pearl. And that being said, it may not be round, it may be an odd shape, it could be this, it could be that, it could have been a little chip off the end of the clam or mollusk that went inside against the tissue. It could have been a grain of sand, it could have been a microscopic marine animal that got caught in there, and then they covered it with nacre and it kept growing and growing. And the only reason they cover it with nacre is to make it soft and easy to live with. To find 41 pieces of consistency is off the chart. Well, it's off my chart anyway. What we know is that the pearls are real. They're 10 millimeter to 10.8 millimeter in size. They're definitely not Japanese, they're South Seas because they're a larger size. The story that goes along with them, and I have no reason to disbelieve the stories, they were passed down from family member to family member to family member to family member. Aunts, uncles had acquired them over a period of time. I truly believe they were strung and produced in the late 1800s or very early 1900s, and this is before the culture pearl even came into existence, which was in 1905 by the name of a man, Mikimoto, who invented the cultured pearl industry. Okay, which some of you have probably heard of the name. Under magnification, they exhibit no bead or inside structure that would constitute a cultured pearl. Under X-ray, they exhibit no bead. So therefore, our only conclusion is that they are natural occurring pearls. When you get rid of all the stuff, what do you have left? Well, you have this. It's like playing Sherlock Holmes, I guess. Again, I'd like to reiterate, it's extremely rare that these even come across my plate. It's been very interesting to take a look at them. And it's been 36 years since I've seen a strand of these. A lot of the stuff that I examined and appraised when I was at the G.I.A 36 years ago was all donated by wealthy recipients who gave to the school. Well, now that we've determined that they are what they are, and we know that they're extremely rare, we've done the paper on them, we've done the quality analysis on them. I feel that the appraisal is extremely low because there's not much information out there on this. Most of these types of strands are held in collections. They don't come out to play, period. This is a rarity. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to buy something like this. It just doesn't happen. Anyway, it's certainly been a pleasure to take a look at them, appraise them, and do the quality analysis on them. Pearls are not like diamonds. We know where you've got the 4 C's. It's how big, what's the clarity, what's the color, what's the cut, and then we've got an X price. The price on this is very arbitrative, but I've put a low estimate on this, and if you've done any research whatsoever, you'll know what I'm talking about. For those of you online, I feel sorry for you. You should be here to take a quick peek at them, feel them, touch them. You can't respect it until you touch it. That's just the way I feel. In closing, I'd like to say in 36 years, I've never seen a strand like this. And I was very happy, and I was glad to have the opportunity to make this something the way that it was. Thank you.